Welcome back, everybody, to A&M Reviews. It's Muhammad and Adrian, and today we're going to review the film Black Adam. This film is about in ancient Kahndaq, Teth Adam was bestowed the almighty powers of the gods. After using these powers for vengeance, he was imprisoned, becoming Black Adam. Nearly 5,000 years have passed, and Black Adam has gone from man to myth to legend. Now free, his unique form of justice, born out of rage, is challenged by modern-day heroes who form the Justice Society: Hawkman, Dr. Fate, Adam Smasher, and Cyclone. So what did you get from the film Black Adam?
Yeah, Black Adam, I mean, it's been in rumors and talks, I feel like, for 15 years, with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson wanting to take the role. I liked it. Definitely for a DC film. I think it was very, very well thought out and watchable. I think this one, for me, of course, Black Adam is an anti-hero. They did a good job of kind of displaying what that is, and a good adaptation of the story, I think. But for me, this movie was Hawkman and Dr. Fate's movie. This was Black Adam was there, but this was them, and I wasn't expecting that at all.
So when you say Black Adam was there, what do you mean by he was just there?
He felt more like he was a villain with a very complicated backstory, and this was a hero's movie, and it was Hawkman and Dr. Fate take on Black Adam.
Well, for me, I do agree he was just there, but for me, it's more like he was boring.
Ooh. I mean, it's hard because I'll say this about Superman as well, and I guess the same thing goes for Batman in the movies, at least. When you have a character who is essentially indestructible, it is boring. Because, I mean, what are we going to do? The only way to beat this person is to have someone who is his equal and hopefully can't fight as well. That's how unfortunately, every origin story of a generally indestructible character goes. That's how the first Iron Man went. That's how the first Black Panther went. That's the general gist. You find someone who's equal, who's just a little stupid or might make a mistake. And that's how this movie ended with Black Adam. But what they did here is what I wish more movies, more comic book movies did. And it's the way that X-Men movies used to be, where you can just have characters, don't have to have an intro or an origin story, who just are at their prime. So they're fun to watch start to finish. And that's what they did with Hawkman and Dr. Fate. They were already at their prime, new characters, but obviously old in the universe, just taking care of business. And that was fun to watch.
I would agree. That was definitely the most fun part of the film, just seeing all these characters at the same time. And I know that's what DC was trying to do earlier on with the Justice League, but that just didn't work at all. But this, yeah. But this was much better with introducing those characters. It was good to see Hawkman and Dr. Fate, especially Dr. Fate.
Oh, yeah. Dr. Fate. I mean, he gave me that. I mean, of course, he is the DC equivalent of Doctor Strange. But it brought me back to that first Doctor Strange movie, seeing him flex all of his abilities. And just the way it was filmed was very creative. I didn't feel like it was a clone of Doctor Strange in the movies. But his mystery, the way he talks, this was the same character who played James Bond back in the day. So, I mean, he's awesome. And was just good. And then Hawkman, I felt like he was compelling, just because of his overall attitude, he is down
Stop killing people.
Right. He's just trying to be good. He's trying to do the DC thing and just stop. Although they don't never acknowledge the amount of civilians that die in these battles anyway. But it was good. It was a good back and forth. And honestly, it kind of made the ending a little more dull, I think, given that Black Adam had to have his big finish with his equal equivalent, right? Didn't really mean as much to me as the fight that had just happened that unfortunately was less consequential, but much more entertaining.
Yeah.
And Adam, Smasher, and Cyclone were definitely good side characters.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they were fine. I mean, I didn't really care about them.
Right.
They're like the young X-Men, you know, first getting their first shot. But I mean, Dwayne Johnson. Now, you were talking about the character being overpowered, but I'm talking about him. I'm talking about, you know, the charisma that he usually brings to a film. That was not there. It was like, you know, all that. It was like all that stuff that you normally do, that people love and come to see you for. Yeah, don't do that. We don't want that in this film.
Was he supposed to do like an eyebrow thing? That's not who Black Adam is.
Well, it's not that. It's more of a likable guy.
Song real quick, like Moana, like.
No, I mean there's not any just like any words to put it together. Like I don't know the words to say, but
I see what you're saying. He just wasn't himself.
No, he was a really boring person.
Yeah.
Like he was the most boring part of the film.
Yeah. And I think he's one of the producers on this. I mean, he wanted this movie to happen for so long, and I think really he just wants to be a Superman type character, and Black Adam is the most racially ambiguous character that it can still work for. And this is what you get.
Yeah.
The Rock has been Egyptian, black, white, Hispanic. I mean,
what is he anyway?
he's been Polynesian. So I believe he is of Polynesian descent. He's not Hawaiian, but he's from an island. Well, his people are from an island somewhere, generally. He is like Polynesian Chick-fil-A sauce. He's hella American, but at one point it was inspired on an island somewhere. But his name is in fact Dwayne Johnson, so he's pretty American.
I mean, somebody might take a quick look at him and say, "Oh yeah, that dude black."
I mean, it depends on the light in the movie. Sometimes he looks real. In Fast and Furious, he's a white man. But on WWE, he's Polynesian.
Thanks for watching. And if you would like to be featured on our podcast, make sure to click the link in the description.